Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As lead sponsor of this bill, of course, I stand and support it, and I urge passage of it. I want to give a quick explanation of natural immunity. Natural immunity happens after you get infected by the virus, and your immune system responds by making antibodies to it. The virus may make you sick when you get it, but if you're exposed in the future, your body's defense system recognizes it and fights back with the antibodies, making you less likely to be infected again or getting sick. Now, I know it was mentioned that deaths from those not immunized were very high in West Virginia. Well, that doesn't say anything about if they had had COVID or not. It's just that they did not have a vaccination. So we also know that many viruses that we vaccinate against can have an antibody titer test, as the gentlelady, I can't remember the district number, but as she had mentioned, you've got measles, mumps, rubella, varicella, hep A, hep B, tetanus, diphtheria, just to name a few. And you can have antibody titers ran on those. I have my antibody titer here for COVID-19, so we can add that to it also. And it shows where I did not have antibodies to it before I had COVID, and it shows where I had antibodies to it after I had COVID. So we know that we can show proof that you have antibodies or not. So what this bill does is so that you have protection, that if you can show antibodies to a virus that has a vaccination available, you do not have to become vaccinated for that virus, giving yourself double vaccinations or boosters or what have you. We also know, and I do play a scientist because I am a scientist, I have a degree in micro and molecular biology. We do know that when the virus comes back around, those are natural boosters to somebody who has already got natural immunity. It builds your system back up again and gives you that boost that these booster shots are giving people who have just had vaccinations. So we know that this works, and we know this over time because it's been studied over and over and over again. This bill will ensure that any old, new, current diseases that show up that you can show that you have natural immunity to would be protected and covered, so you do not have to get vaccinated if you do not choose to. This does not stop vaccinations. This does not stop someone who has a natural immunity from getting a vaccination if they so choose to. But it does allow them to use their natural immunity if they do not choose to vaccinate for that. And with that said, I support this bill, and I urge passage. And if anybody wants to see studies, I have more than 100 of them right here that show that natural immunity is equal to or better than vaccine-induced immunity. Thank you.